equipment to survive there for 7 days, because if it went wrong, we had a backup plan that we would go in with a tent and provisions for up to a week, so that if we got stuck there, we could survive. And also, if we'd gone in, we knew the way down the Pindoli Glacier, so if anything had gone completely wrong, we could have descended. So I mentioned this to the ITBP and the district magistrates, at which point they were a little bit shocked because they hadn't realised that acclimatisation is quite a big deal at 5,400 metres. So it looks like then they came up with an idea of oxygen, which wouldn't have worked, certainly not under the circumstances. And then I was ushered out of the room, and they went upstairs to have a final meeting and to sign papers. And I think the papers were signed that they wouldn't go straight up to the victims, and they would slowly go up via base camp. And after that, I don't know what the plan was. But as far as I'm aware, the plan wasn't a success, and now they're trying to come up with a different plan, which might even mean not going in until post-monsoon, which is obviously in September.
Now, what's your expectation? What do you expect from the authority now?
To be honest, I'm just a mountain guide, mountaineer, so I don't know how these systems work. I'm a little bit shocked at the pace at which they've worked, even though we've tried to put pressure on from my embassy and the Australian embassy and the American embassy obviously as well. And I know there's been pressure from the UK government also. So because I've not been in that arena, I've been also obviously on the mountain and not been able to communicate with all that what's going on. I would have expected a little bit more speed and efficiency, and a little bit more open-mindedness perhaps by certainly the district magistrate when it came to coming up with a plan. And maybe he should have accepted the mountaineers' ideas, who are obviously better on the ground and know the area, rather than asking people in his office who obviously don't seem to know much about mountains and how it all works. So a little bit disappointed that he didn't take the advice of people who actually are specialists in the field, which could have speeded up the process. And now I really, really hope and pray that whichever plan he comes up with, whether it's with the ITBP or whether it's with the IMF mountaineers, I hope that they speed things up and they go in and recover those bodies as soon as possible and get them back to our country and to America and to Australia also, so the families can grieve and have all their possessions back where they belong.